Hi, I'm Gina Narcissi, and today I'm catching up with senior editor Orion Johnson on CRN In Depth, where we cover a big story happening now with the reporter who covered the news. Orion, good to be chatting with you today.
Good to see you, Gina.
The fallout from Broadcom's $69 billion acquisition of VMware is continuing to move through the channel. In December, Broadcom announced that it would no longer sell VMware Perpetual licenses. Now, Dell recently sent a memo to partners warning them that deals for VxRail that will include Perpetual VMware licenses would no longer be sold. The deadline is April 30th. So Orion, for Dell partners who sell VxRail, what does this mean for their customers and their businesses?
They've told us it definitely means their prices are going to go up. It looks like significantly. We have resellers estimating that the end of having perpetually licensed VMware that's embedded inside that VxRail could cost their customers 30% more, to get a comparable solution in May. And also what it means is they're looking a lot more at Nutanix, because Nutanix is the number 2 hyperconverged solution, and that's kind of an important market share position to remember if you're selling VxRail or if you're HPE, because there's significant competition on that front as well, and partners are already kind of engaged in conversations with Nutanix about that.
Did solution providers have any heads up at all that this was coming?
Yeah, they did actually. Kind of from the earliest mentions of the deal, Hock Tan, the CEO of Broadcom, has said that they had an eye on perpetual licenses, and another high-ranking executive named Tom Krause said at the outset that they were going to look to get rid of perpetual licenses. Hock Tan said it doesn't really matter whether it's perpetual or subscription. This is what he said at the time, but they're going to keep it consistent and just kind of get rid of all their perpetual licenses. That was said in May of 2022, and kind of flash forward to now, almost 2 years later, and this is the kind of the end result of that, which is that the perpetual license died on according to VMware, on December 11th. Dell has had a lot of special arrangements with VMware because of their prior ownership, and so they were allowed to keep selling this, but even they have a hard stop, and that's April 30th.
So what happens next? What are channel partners doing in response?
Right. I mean, they're really trying to get a hold of customers and say, this is coming. This is real. That you're going to pay more. They kind of say customers are, again, they have two minds about it. Some customers are angry and they don't know what they're going to do, but they're vowing they're not going to do something on VMware. And then they have other customers who are just kind of they're just beaten down and they say, okay, we're going to do it. But either way, channel partners aren't exactly, these aren't conversations that the channel partners are relishing at the time, is the feedback that we've been getting.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know you're going to continue to follow this news as you have. So certainly to read more about this developing story, head to crn.com. And Orion, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks, Gina.